Welcome to yet another chapter review of Black Clover, chapter 204. Now, before we start, I want to ask you to hit that subscribe button down below. Your support really encourages me to keep going, really gets me pumped. Now, this chapter was a flashback chapter. Usually, I don't think those are very Gucci Gang. I don't think they're very cash money. I hated that period of time where we get like a flashback chapter every 5 chapters. Like, I really hated that period of time. This chapter is actually pretty good, though. It starts out with explaining that Nero is a royal, but her magic... Actually, yeah, let's talk more about this. Her magic is apparently too bad, so they made her a servant. Now, her magic is binding and unbinding. In what world is binding and unbinding weak magic? Like, in what world is that weak magic? It's just, what? Bruh sound effect number 2, dude. Bruh sound effect number 2. Like, what? But whatever. She's the servant of the first Wizard King. Now, the first Wizard King is a lot like Julius, very ambitious, very kind, the full package. He makes magic items, and one of them is actually pretty interesting. It's one that can apparently distribute... Now, it might be the translation that's messed up right here, but it says it can give magic to people who have no magic. That sounds pretty fucking important. Like, and it was also talked about in the same way as the magic stones, and that sounds pretty fucking important. Like, it's probably going to be relevant, if not this arc, then in a future arc or something like that, because it just sounds too good. Like, I can imagine that Asta's going to have some interaction with it. It's probably going to be something like he's going to be offered the ability to use magic, and then he's going to hesitate for like 5 seconds, and then do his usual shonen protagonist thing and be all like, nah, having no magic is how I got to where I am in the first place. I'm going to keep using my anti-magic or whatever. That's probably how things are going to go. But yeah, that magic item seems pretty fucking important. It's almost definitely going to be relevant in the future. Fast forward a little and we're at the first Wizard King's wedding. Well, it's about to happen, but he gets called up by his dad, I think, to come home for a little bit. He goes and boom, he gets duped. It was all a trap. It was the word devil all along. Now, here's the funny part. Here's the interesting part. The word devil binds him and then yeets out. Now, Nero comes in and guess what? She unbinds him. It's as if her magic is not useless in the slightest. Like, what the hell? Like, who the hell thought for even a second that her magic was useless? I don't know. Whatever. And then they yeet out and go to where the elves are at, and surprise, surprise, they all drank the Kool-Aid. Lich is just chilling there on the ground, kind of just trying not to get possessed and kind of being depressed, normal everyday things. Lich decides to, in order to not get possessed, he uses forbidden magic to turn himself, like, I think it's manifests, like, the negative energy inside of him into, like, a monster or demon. I don't know. He turns himself into the Demon King that Lich ends up defeating. Chapter end. It's so sad. Play Despacito. Despacito, play Alexa. Overall, a really good chapter. We have almost everything tied up right now. There's only one thing left to be answered, because I think a couple of reviews ago I kind of messed up and said that all Grimmers of Despair, all 5-leaf Grimmers, have a demon inside of them. I think that's probably 1,000,000% false now, because I realized, like, someone pointed out that the word devil at some point was all like, yeah, I have no idea what's inside that Grimmer. Like, what the hell are you doing in there? Like, he doesn't know what the anti-magic devil is, it seems. So not all Grimmers have demons inside of them. And when the word devil used his Grimmer, he didn't seem to bring up anything about a demon being inside of it. So we still don't know what the anti-magic devil is. I really want to figure, like, that's actually the most interesting thing to me right now. Like, the suspense is killing me. I really need to know. I've seen some theories around already saying that the anti-magic devil is a chunk of the Demon King that was sealed into Lich's Grimmer. Lich's Grimmer. I don't know how that works out, because the anti-magic devil is called a devil in Japan, Akuma, while the Demon King is called a demon, Majin. So like, maybe those aren't very interchangeable. So like, I'm not sure. I don't know. We don't know the difference between a demon and a devil right now. Even though some translators like MangaStream make the mistake of making it interchangeable. They always call the Demon King, they either call the Demon King a Devil King, or they call the word devil a demon. Like, it's all over the place in translations, unfortunately, but whatever. And that's the end of the review. If you stuck around this long, I applaud you. If you like the video, like it. If you really like the video, subscribe. And if you really like the video, share it with someone else so that they can watch the video, and so that they can maybe like it, and so that they can maybe subscribe, and so that they can maybe share. And it's going to be like an infinite loop, you know? And within like 5 seconds, I'll have 1 million subscribers. It's going to be so cool. But whatever. See ya.